like the way the front end is kind of lighter, so it changes direction pretty well. And when you do get on it, this thing moves like crazy. Like, gets you up there pretty damn quick.
If you were listening, you may have noticed the reason why the RS5 feels so light at the front. It now sports a small 2.9-liter V6 instead of a high-revving V8. Now, you may think that this is a huge downgrade, but with an AW exhaust and a 034 motorsports tune, this little V6 is a beast.
Just listen to it rev all the way to 7,000. Oh my god. This thing is incredible. I really, really like it. It's crazy because I think this is more my kind of car. I like the V8 Audis, but this V6 is very, very nice. It really brings out the sportiness of it in like a very old school BMW M way that even BMW M cars are kind of lacking nowadays. If this thing was rear wheel drive and it was a little bit sharper handling, I wouldn't fault you from thinking this is a product of BMW. It really feels that good.
The engine isn't the only good thing about this powertrain. This ZF 8-speed is pretty good as well.
This transmission is incredible. These ZF 8-speeds are just on a different level. It almost feels dual clutch fast. And they keep getting better every year, which is ridiculous because they were already amazing a couple of years ago. The suspension in this car is pretty composed, although in dynamic mode it can be a little bit bouncy. It does control the weight of the car very well. I feel like it's very planted and confidence inspiring, which is kind of a theme with these big Audis, that you can just get on them and drive and you don't have to fear them at all. You just throw the car into a corner and let it sort it out. But slowing down here for a little bit, yeah, this dynamic mode in this thing is a little bit bouncy. So let's change it to individual mode. Now it has all the sporty settings minus the suspension. And I can already tell the suspension is a lot more controlled. It doesn't bounce you around that much. Whoa. But definitely this car is very nice to drive. This is a big change from previous Audis that used to be very cumbersome to throw into corners, but this one, you can just throw it in and it'll sort it out for you, and when you get on it, it's still fast as hell. Wow. Yeah, this car is really nice. The other thing I have to praise in this car is the steering. Even though it's a very more comfort-oriented kind of steering, it still allows me to adjust the car very well when it's like mid-corner. So if I feel the car understeering, I can just tip it in just that little bit more and like very precisely place it wherever I want on the road. Now, of course, I can't push it to 10/10s here because we're on public roads, but the steering is very nice. I'm having a really good time driving this thing here. The other thing is this V6 sounds incredible. I don't know if you can quite hear it back there, but whew, it is a fun car. And dude, when it goes, it goes. is that it feels more comfortable, or not more comfortable, more in its element when you're not pushing it too hard, but rather when you're going around 6/10 instead of trying to go 9 or 8/10, the car feels a lot better. I feel like it's more of a fast cruiser than sports car. Like, you can still have a good time without going all crazy, and just enjoy the drive. Wow. Yeah, this thing goes. Whoa. So we just came into contact with a few cars up front, so let's pop it into automatic mode, comfort, and turn on the massaging seats. Yes, this thing has massaging seats in it, which is very nice. It is pretty crazy because you can be pushing this car, having fun, and getting a massage at the same time, which is a weird combination, but strangely, it it just completes the package, right? You can go drive the car really hard, and then when you're heading home, you turn that on, and you just relax on the way. You've had a good day, now you deserve a nice massage, and the Audi is gonna give it to you. So, the interior of the RS5. Like I mentioned earlier in the review, this thing has massaging seats, which turned out to be one of my favorite features so far. It's really, really cool that you can just chill down the highway and get a back massage while you're just cruising down the road. It is really crazy. I never experienced this before in a car. I know it's been around for many years, but I didn't realize how cool it actually is. It's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. The rest of the interior here is typical Audi. Very high quality, soft touch materials everywhere, carbon fiber on the dash. This really, really cool flat bottom steering wheel with this crazily shaped airbag that gives it kind of a 3D effect to the wheel. It's really nice. And the owner put these metal paddles here, which really bring out the sportiness of this steering wheel. The dash is also pretty cool to look at. It's all digital, displays a bunch of stuff on it, and it really has many functions. Maybe a little bit too many for my tastes. And I would like to have like an analog tack in the middle. Would be really cool to complete the feeling you get from driving this thing with such a raw engine. The infotainment is nice and simple. The only thing is it has that weird iPad screen stuck on the dash look, which I don't like. I really wish they would have integrated it down here where the radio is and probably spread the buttons out a little bit more. It would make the dash look a lot cleaner, and it would make the visibility a little bit better. Not that it blocks it in any way, but I do feel it kind of messes with the shapes here in this interior. Overall, it's really nice, and again, the seats in these RS model Audis with this cross-plat stitching are really, really nice. I really feel like they really nail the look and the feel of a luxurious vehicle that really is sporty but also feels very luxurious. It feels like a car that you could probably take to the office and everyone would mistake you for some kind of executive just because it looks very, very luxurious. It is a very, very nice interior in here. And Audi's been doing a great job so far when it comes to designing their interiors. I really wasn't expecting this car to be as good as it is. The first thing I quickly noticed is just the fact that it is very confidence-inspiring. I just started driving it and I already felt like I could just throw it into corners and trust the car to sort everything out. That is a really, really cool feeling. The other thing is that it is incredibly comfortable. It is a car you can just cruise around and use every day and you have no issue whatsoever. It is also a car that has very good driving dynamics. It is very immediate to change direction, and the transmission responds to everything you do with the paddles, which is very nice. If there is one thing I can fault it for, it's just the fact that it is really good at many things, but it doesn't have one area that it's incredible at. It's like a very good all-rounder. It is very good handling, very good speed, very good power, very good comfort, but it doesn't have anything that is really, really above everything else in a certain level. But honestly, I think a lot of people kind of underestimate the value of having an all-rounder, because this car, I could probably take it to the track, have fun, and also drive it every day and get groceries in it and be fine. It is a very, very nice car. It is very, very nice looking too. It is a handsome, handsome looking car.